What comes to mind when you think about being alone? Does that thought conjure peace or fear? What if you add dense woods, high elevation, and lack of modern amenities to that thought? Could you do it? That's how I live every day, alone, off the grid, in the woods. Well, that was dramatic. Let's lighten the mood by exploring this week's off-grid fails. Got a little crazy with the clippers. Trying to give Dandelion a winter trim, instead poorly shaving her entire head. You're so beautiful.
The flattest loaf of sourdough you've ever seen.
I'm not sure what happened. I left my starter out on the porch. It froze. I don't think I let it recover long enough for making a loaf. It still tastes delicious. The most epic fail of the week. My shower broke. Really nice to have an indoor shower as long as your equipment continues to work. For all the successes I share on this channel, there are just as many failures. Mishaps are a part of life anywhere, but when you're alone, off the grid, the stakes are higher. Sustaining an injury in the woods alone is a matter of life and death. Many of you know that this covered porch was the first big build at the cabin. What you don't know is I fell and cracked my head open while I was building it. Trigger warning for blood. I was up on a ladder trying to force a screw in when the shift of my weight kicked the ladder out from under me and I fell and smacked the back of my head on this 2x4. It happened right here. Fortunately, I had a kind neighbor answer my call and drive me to the ER where I received 11 staples. I don't remember exactly how many, but it was double digits. I sustained a mild concussion and was relegated to bed rest for the next several weeks. A bed rest order in the middle of a project was torture. Thanks to that reliable emergency contact, I was seen quickly and able to recover quickly as well. Let's get back to the broken shower. It sprung a leak. What I'm doing instead is I linked up several hoses from the IBC tote and ran them out all the way to my bathtub. The rain barrel closest to the tub was pretty low. As my lovely pine-tinged rainwater bath continues to fill, I'm gonna go do some firewood work. There's no snow, but it has been cold. I'll show you where we're at in the woodshed. From this pile, I have both addeth and taketh away. There's still a ton of wood in there, but it is starting to dwindle. I do have a gratuitous fire all day long on Sundays for my sourdough. It's got to stay warm for it to ferment properly. It's incredibly unusual for there to be no snow on the ground this time of year and to have none in the forecast. But despite the lack of snow, it still gets really cold. Up on the mountain, negative temperatures are a normal winter occurrence. Making sure I have cold weather reliable equipment is another part of staying safe alone off the grid. Meet the Bluetti Pioneer NA, the power station built specifically for winter performance and decade-long dependability. The holiday season is here. Whether you're powering a massive Christmas light display, prepping for a winter storm, or just escaping off-grid for a cozy retreat, the Pioneer NA is the ultimate, essential, reliable power station. It's the perfect gift for everyone on your list. Power everything you need. With a consistent 1500 watts of output, you can really run all your daily essentials, from your laptop and full-size fridge to fans and TVs. The Pioneer NA features advanced cold-proof sodium power. This innovative sodium-ion chemistry is engineered for freezing temperatures, allowing you to charge it safely down to an incredible minus 15 degrees Celsius or minus 5 degrees Fahrenheit. The Pioneer NA can handle most home, outdoor, and emergency tasks with its solid 1500 watt output alone. But if you need more juice, You can activate powerlifting mode via the Bluetti app and get up to 2,250 watts, running high-powered devices like kettles, heaters, and electric blankets with ease. Has a feral forest cat also adopted your property? Use the Pioneer NA for an electric heat mat to keep these kitties warm. And cold weather doesn't mean slow charging. If you're heading out for a weekend trip, the Pioneer NA can go from 0 to 80% in just 35 minutes. It utilizes a powerful 1900 watt AC input, and you can even combine that with solar input for ultimate fast charging. It's ready to go in the time it takes you to pack a simple overnight bag. The Pioneer NA is the perfect gift for preparedness, the ultimate holiday travel companion, or the power source for your next adventure. Hit the link in the description to secure yours today.
Use code TOBY8OFF to get 8% off your purchase. Thank you to Bluetti for sponsoring today's video.
Even when you resolve the weekly failures, there are threats out here you can't outthink.
Hey, bear!
There are things you can't simply fix with a wrench or a couple weeks rest.
It was late November, 2 a.m.
I woke to a sound I'll never forget. Not a knock, but a heavy, slow rip.
Coming from the porch. A massive black bear had decided its next meal was on my porch. Knowing a 6-inch wall was the only thing between me
and hundreds of pounds of hungry muscle
is a fear that cuts through all the peaceful solitude.
Fortunately, he didn't find anything on the porch that he liked, and he's never been back. The most damage he did was to my favorite mug. And then there's the unseen. Out here on the western side of the United States, we live alongside a relic of early western days. Open range lands and current day cattle drives. About to hit rush hour traffic.
Yeehaw!
Cows are a huge part of this life, and with herds in the thousands, it's bound to attract some unsavory and very hungry characters. We share this land with the most effective predator in North America, wolves. They usually keep their distance, but hearing the local ranchers talk about cattle loss, seeing their tracks and scat near my property creates a low-level anxiety. It reminds you that out here, you're not at the top of the food chain. People have been living among wolves for thousands of years. It's just one more thing to be mindful of as I live and enjoy my life alone in the woods. So, which is it? Does this life conjure peace or fear? The truth is, it conjures both. It is terrifying, isolating, and exhausting, but it's also the most challenging and rewarding life I can imagine. These dangers, the fall, the cold, the animals, they aren't failures. They're a reality check. They are all reasons why living alone, off-grid, in the woods is potentially dangerous. And they're all reasons why extra precaution, planning, and preparedness must be taken to do it well. It's a constant battle against nature. You have to be ready to win it every single day. So, are you ready?
See y'all later.